Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing this whole relationship between Chelsea and FC Barcelona. Like all of these negotiations that Barcelona and Chelsea have been doing has been something that we have to discuss because they are discussing about many players when it comes to the Barcelona players and also the Chelsea players. I do believe that by this point, since we're seeing Barcelona and Chelsea have many heavy negotiations, their relationship is probably really good. Like they have agreed to do many deals. I'm always going to go back to what the owner of Chelsea did say to the people in the media in Barcelona, where he did say, we're just here to have a dinner. Like I actually do believe him now. I do believe that the main reason why they met on that day and the reason why they had that supposedly a dinner, right, it is because he wanted to get to know Joan Laporta. They knew exactly what they wanted to do within this summer, and that is to basically do a lot of business with one another. There are players that Chelsea does want from Barcelona, and there are players that Barcelona does want from Chelsea, and you and me know this. We have seen this over the past 3 to 4 weeks. So within this video, we are going to be discussing Memphis Depay, Azpilicueta, and Frenkie De Jong. And let's talk about Frenkie De Jong first. And it does say here, according to David Ornstein, Chelsea are in direct contacts with Barcelona for Frenkie De Jong. Chelsea is optimistic about striking a deal and are hoping to beat their domestic rivals, as Manchester United are in the contest as well. So it's quite clear, right, that Chelsea are interested in this player. But another thing to get extremely clear about this whole thing is that even if Barcelona do finally find that agreement with Chelsea, and Chelsea are like, okay, we agree to pay this amount for Frenkie, the biggest problem is going to be this. It is going to be Frenkie's green light, his yes. Barcelona are basically doing the work on their end, and they're basically saying, look, we're going to be setting everything up when it comes to us, Barcelona, and also Chelsea. And we're also going to be having the operation between Bernardo Silva, Manchester City also already done. So when Frenkie does give that yes, we can just pull all of these triggers and everything can be done within a couple of days. Because it would make no sense for Barcelona to try to persuade towards Frenkie that they no longer need this player, and then he leaves, and then Barcelona finally start negotiating with other clubs over where they could let go of Frenkie and also begin negotiations with Bernardo Silva. I think that is wasting time. Barcelona are doing it right now and then going for Frenkie's green light. Now, for those of you guys who do want to see Frenkie continue at this club, this is dangerous, because the one thing that Chelsea does have that Manchester United do not have is Champions League football. Next season, this season that we are currently in and we're going to right now, Chelsea will be in the UCL. Manchester United will not. Nobody wants to be in Man U right now, and especially with Cristiano Ronaldo, he does not want to be at that club because this upcoming season there will be no Champions League football, only Europa League. Now, could this move attract Frenkie De Jong? Like once Barcelona do have everything set with Chelsea and they have everything on the table with Man City and Bernardo Silva and the agent of Bernardo Silva, could we finally see Frenkie De Jong give the green light? Like just look at what Chelsea has been doing in the past couple of hours. They have just signed and persuaded Cucurella to ignore Manchester City and to go to their club, and that is where he is going. He's going to Chelsea. So Chelsea are pressing. They're being very intense in the summer. They're probably going to want to talk with Frenkie and say, hey, look, we have a great project for you. We're doing something extremely ambitious to win the Premier League and to do very well in the Champions League. What do you think about this? And so look, if Barcelona really want this to happen, if they really want to persuade Frenkie to leave this club and for them to have those wages finally off, which is going to be around 90 million euros per season, and to have those funds and put it towards a player that they actually want, which is Bernardo Silva, if they really want this to happen, they're probably going to have to talk with Xavi Hernandez, tell Xavi, hey, look, talk with Frenkie, let Frenkie know what's going to be his role going into this season. And let me tell you, if Xavi does say that Frenkie's role is going to be exactly what we saw in this preseason, I don't think that Frenkie is going to be happy. Like for him to go as a center back, for him to come into the interior role and then go into the central defensive midfield role and be that super sub for FC Barcelona, I don't think Frenkie's going to want that, because we already see what Xavi does want. We already know his preferred midfield. So again, we'll see what does happen between Frenkie and Chelsea and what Chelsea could do, and also the same with FC Barcelona to persuade Frenkie on looking for the exit door. Now moving on towards the next player, and that is going to be Azpilicueta. And it does say here, according to Relevo, Chelsea's new owners are creating obstacles in Barcelona's pursuit of Azpilicueta. Chelsea want close to 10 million euros for their player. So I don't think that Barcelona is going to be accepting that first offer that Chelsea is giving out. Barcelona never accept the first offer. Of course, Matteo Lemar is going to want to give in a counter offer and say, we'll give you 6 or maybe even 7 million euros for Azpilicueta, because 10 million euros is just too much. And of course, Chelsea is going to be coming in with like a lot of friction against Barcelona after what we have done to this club. Like for example, we have taken away Rafinha, we have taken away Koundé from them, we have also taken away Christensen, they have also wanted Lewandowski and Dembele, but we continue to have those two other players. But I do believe that in the end, Barcelona will will really push for this signing, and it's very important to sign Azpilicueta because what we are seeing here before our eyes is Barcelona and Xavi Hernandez going for a 3-4-3 formation. I have no idea who is going to be in that right center back position, whether it's Araujo or Koundé, whoever it may be. Azpilicueta is going to be that second choice behind them in case Koundé or Araujo do get injured. So there is a very big role for Azpilicueta. There is a reason on why he doesn't want to come to this club, because he believes that he can give a lot to this club and be one of the leaders of that back line. Now, could we still see a 4-3-3? I do think so. I do believe that Xavi Hernandez is really going to want to juggle between the 3-4-3 and the 4-3-3. Like, for example, if we do a 3-4-3, we could see Koundé, Araujo, and Christensen, or maybe Koundé, Araujo, and Eric Garcia. And then when it comes to the 4-3-3, we could still see Dest on the right back position, having Koundé and Araujo as a center back duo, and then Jordi Alba on the left. It gives you a way, right? It gives Barcelona a way to counter different oppositions and surprise the opponent, because they're never going to know what's going to be their main starting 11, what's going to be their formation. Xavi Hernandez is really building towards something like that to always surprise the opposition. And so now moving on towards the last player of today, and now let's talk about Memphis Depay, because this is also another player that Chelsea are very interested in. And so just to give you guys some context and some background, yesterday there were sources within Spain coming from Ferran Martinez who has stated everything does indicate that Memphis will leave. All parties are now searching for a new club, as the player knows he won't get minutes here. Juventus are very interested, among other clubs like Chelsea. Memphis has also been valued at 20 million euros, and if Memphis does leave, the number 9 shirt will be handed to either Joan Laporta or Lewandowski. Most likely it's going to be Lewandowski, because Lewandowski is actually a football player right now. So most likely we will see Lewandowski as the number 9 going into the next season if Memphis does leave. Now, there has been many reports about Memphis and his agents wanting to terminate their contract with Barcelona, having them leave for free. I have no idea what that is all about, but Barcelona, of course, they're not going to want to do that and terminate the contract. They're going to be looking for the profit to see if they can sell Memphis for 20 to 25 million euros after having him for free last year. And this move is really expected. Like, we have talked about this so many times. There's simply just no space for someone like Memphis. Days ago, we have also heard Xavi Hernandez communicate towards Memphis that he will not be seeing a lot of minutes here, and especially when you know that you have Ferran, Ansu, Dembele, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Aubameyang, there is no way Memphis is going to be breaking into these attacking options. And like I've always said, right, I continue to say this, Memphis is going to really consider an exit because we are heading towards a World Cup year. There is no chance for Memphis to go into this season playing with Barcelona and for him to see very little minutes. There's just no chance, because you need minutes to continue to have the best fitness, to have rhythm within your game. If you do not see minutes, you will not go into that World Cup in your best shape. And of course, Memphis is going to want to bring his best possible form going with the Netherlands team, because the Netherlands did not even go to the World Cup back in 2018. And so they're going to want to bring a great impression and be fully fit and firing. And so it does say here, according to Jacob Steinberg, Chelsea hold a very attentive interest in Memphis Depay. So Chelsea are in the race. They do want to bring in this player. I do believe that if Memphis does go back to the Premier League, it will be very exciting. It will be considered as that second go going into that league after doing okay with Manchester United. But going with Chelsea, I do believe that this is a player that's going to want to bring his best game going into the Premier League. And let's see what Barcelona do. Let's see what they can get done within this week, because everything right now, all the focus is on the exits and to register players. And that cherry on top by the end of this transfer window could be the entrance of Bernardo Silva. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.